Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Detroit Lions.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready up. 56, Mike, 56. Here we go. Check, look, squeeze. Hit it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Line 20. Value three. Top dog. Pilot, 64. Weak. Crunch.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Houston. T.J. Logan with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
To throw is Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Xavier Rhodes sprints in on the corner blitz for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Goff gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Four receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Here's Goff. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. A big-time play there for the Texans. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hey, lock it.
On second down and 4, Tannehill nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jayon Brown in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
56, 56, check 56, 5.
Third and long, it's Tannehill into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
20. Hey, down. Shell. Well.
Now gone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 6 yards away. And the Texans push further out in front. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Down. 30 base. Right there. 56. Check. Get it.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game...
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Getting it to them in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care if there's nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright. See the
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abuka, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Value run. 14. 14. Hey, wahoo.
From his goal line here, Goff. Caught here by Griffin. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Goff now looks to throw. He's got room to run past the 20. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And finally taken down at the 26-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Goff now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff, left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Goff now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hold on.
Throwing again is gone. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. To the air again, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Calais Campbell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Goff. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. They'll get 34 yards there. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Gone. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Vaughn. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll keep it on the ground. Vaughn. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Goff on 1st down. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd and 15 now. Tannehill, Tyus Bowser in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. With it is Brown. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Super one. Check 50.
On 1st down, it's gone. Rolling to his right. It's caught at the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 33 yards that time. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Value three.
Now a give right side. It's Logan, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They run again with Logan. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. T.J. Logan, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden because everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his 2nd touchdown there. Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Finding room at the 30. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Williams. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 25-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Robert Woods, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last two drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Here's Goff. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
They'll run on first down. Logan. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Logan. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. It's caught by Roberts. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Rock it. Check.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
What we got?
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. Now a first down throw, Tannehill escaping the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Check. Watch 54. Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Logan. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
I smell fear in that offense. Check 24. Bang.
This is Logan. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Logan. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are...